Okay, so I want to show you how to get your own hosting site, and it's this site. I'll write it down. It's this is the site. Alter. This is one I found, vista.org. And I think I showed you guys last time. I even did a little video last time. So altervista.org offers free hosting. Well, relatively free. I'm learning that they kind of changed a couple things. But you go to altervista.org, and it's this Italian website. Make sure you click on English because it's Italian, and hit I accept. So when you get here, this is what you're going to do. So this is kind of important because it lets you do two different things. It lets you host either a regular HTML5 website or a WordPress blog. And if you sign up and say you hit create blog instead of hosting, you're not going to be able to actually upload your own website. You're going to be stuck with the WordPress. First off, make sure it's in English, so just click on English. And here it says create site. So this is what you shouldn't do. Don't click on create site. Instead, go up here where it says create blogs and hosting and click on hosting. And that's going to get you into the hosting section. So you're not going to create a WordPress site. Go to start now and just make sure you're here where it says activate hosting. You don't want to go here. So if you, for any reason, you find out that that's clicked, make sure you're on activate hosting. Hit continue, and then you're going to sign up. You can use Facebook to sign up, but if you don't want to use Facebook, that's fine. Click edit, and then add your information here. So add your information and add your email. So I already signed up for this. The other part, though, before I show you mine, give it a name. So you're going to choose a name. So you'll see here, you start typing in a name. If I pick, like, it'll tell you if something's taken. If I pick Amazon, well, that's obviously taken. But if I pick, Super Pizza is available. So it'll tell you if the name's taken. But once you choose this name, this will be that name going forth for the website you create. So I already have one set. And the way this works is you will put in your information, put in your email, and then you'll get a confirmation in your email. So I did this earlier today. And right now, if you look here, so this is the email that I got back. And it's basically saying that it's going to take 48 hours. Well, it doesn't really take that long, because if I see here, I got that email. So here it is. So to activate, click on the link. And then this is important. This information down here is important. So the username is the name of the site that you gave for that website. And your password is this crazy super long password. So what I like to do is copy this and throw it into a text message somewhere, or create a little sticky note. Throw that information in there. Just moving some things around. So I got my username, my password, and it looks like I'm ready to go. So click on the link, and it will take you to your site that you created. And I'll show you why it's important to pick hosting, because you'll get something that looks completely different. And then if you do get something that looks completely different, then you have to sign up again, which is no fun, because now you need to find a new email to sign up with. But this is what you should be seeing. And the most important thing right here is under file management and FTP. So if I just click on FTP, what I get is all the information that you'll need to actually set up your hosting. And so this is important. So you might want to copy this information and keep it safe somewhere as well. But the information here is pretty easy to comprehend. So the host name is going to be the name of your site with FTP in front of it. ftp.logolab is the name of my site. I can actually cut and paste this Logolab and look at it. And if you look at it, you get a welcome message. So this is like the landing page, and you actually get a login to the control panel as well. So this is what you get if you don't have anything uploaded yet. Port 21, you just want to make sure that that's set in the FTP software, and we're going to use Dreamweaver. You can also use FileZilla. FileZilla is a free FTP software tool that you can download. So FileZilla is an option. Let me just, FileZilla is something you can use. That's an option as well. With the Creative Cloud, you can download Dreamweaver, and we can use Dreamweaver too. So that's, I'm going to show you how to do it in Dreamweaver. Then the user is the name of the site. Password is what AltaVista gave you, that long password right here. Connection type, passive, you want to remember that. Encryption doesn't really matter. So here is FTP information. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open up Dreamweaver and show you how to actually use the FTP tool in Dreamweaver to upload a web page to your AltaVista site. So if you have the Creative Cloud, just go ahead and install Dreamweaver. I already have it installed. So I'm going to go into, when you open up Dreamweaver for the first time, it's going to have a welcome screen, and you can just click through it and just go to Create New. And under here, you have some options, and I can pick, just pick New Document is fine. Hit Create, and now you're in Dreamweaver. What's kind of nice about Dreamweaver is if you want to, now that I'm showing you Dreamweaver, you can actually use this on your projects, and it's a little bit more interactive than Brackets. But the thing about Dreamweaver is there's so many tools in Dreamweaver, it can be a little overwhelming as well. So just to show you real quick, let me just add some information to the body here. So I'll call this Logo Lab. And you see how it's interactive as I type. I see the information that appears. And it goes both ways. If I go down here and add some information, this is my, this is a website about the history of, this is a website about logo design. Okay, so you can see as I'm typing, it goes both ways. So it could help you actually if you want to open up Dreamweaver, create a new document, do this. It creates your code for you as you type. It doesn't, you know, you can add images as well. So it's kind of nice. It will help you with your coding. But there's a lot more to Dreamweaver, and I like to use brackets because it really lets you focus on the code itself. But to get to the FTP function, if you go under Site, you click on New Site, and it brings up this window. So this is what you want to do. You first want to name your site.
What is FTP?
Oh, so FTP, that's a good question. FTP stands for File Transfer Protocol. And this is how you upload information from your computer to the host. So you're uploading using this protocol. You're using the file transfer protocol to upload your HTML to another computer. It's basically how you transfer information from one computer to the next if they are not on the same network. So that's what FTP stands for. And the only way to do that is through an FTP software tool and to have a host computer receiving that information. So this is where you put in the information that we took when we signed up for AltaVista. So we took that information from AltaVista that it provided us, and now we're going to add it into the site setup for the host. Let me actually go back here. Let's see. I gotta find that sticky note. Where'd it go? Anyway, I'll do this first. So first you create a site name. So this can be anything. So I'll call it the same name that I gave the website, Logo Lab. And then down below you have a site folder. So this is where your HTML is going to be located. It's called unnamed site. So it gave it the default folder already. So that's fine. And then you can hit save. And then you have to go back now and manage the site. So you click on manage site. And this is where now I'm going to add the server information. Before I do that, I want to bring that sticky note back up. So I can see what I'm doing. See the information that I need to add to the FTP tool in Dreamweaver. So I'm going to go back up to the site, go into Manage Sites, click on this little pencil tool, and that's going to let me edit the site, and then click on Servers. And now this is going to associate a server with the site, and the server is going to have the FTP information that I got from AltaVista, and that will let me communicate with the server. So I'm going to hit the little plus sign here to add a new server, and now this pops up, and this will actually let me add that information that AltaVista gave me. So host name, if you look here, host name on that sticky note from AltaVista was FTP. .logolab .altavista.org. The port is already set to 21, so AltaVista gave me that port number, port 21. It's already set. Username is the username that I created when I created the URL name, so it's Logo Lab. Password is the password that AltaVista gave me, so I'm just going to cut and paste that password. And then the website URL, you'll have to fix this. It's not http://ftp.logolab. You have to get rid of the FTP here. It's actually, and then once I have this set, last I can look into more options, and this should be set to passive, because AltaVista is telling me to do that. Connection type passive. So that looks good. Then you hit test, wait a few seconds, and it's going to start to speak to the server. This server is in Italy, so basically I'm making a connection to another computer in Italy, because that's where altavista.org is located, and this is saying connected successfully. And it's like, wow, that's great. Now you hit save for that one, you hit save for this one, hit OK, Hit done. Now under Window, under Window here, there should be a site window. Let me see where that's. Or let me see something here. Oh yeah, you go to Window, and then under Files, that's the window that we want to go into to actually see the Ultra Vista site. So I'm going to open up Dreamweaver. See, I have files here. So I have my local files, and that's where this HTML is now located. I want to actually access the file, the site on Dreamweaver. So there's a couple little symbols here that you have to click to actually see that server. So you click this little box here to expand, and it kind of opened it up too big, but let me close it. So what expand is giving me is on the left side is the remote server, and on the right side are my local files. If I click here, give it a couple seconds, it's actually loading up the server at Ultra Vista. So you have this index, and if I go back into Chrome, let's find I've got a lot of things open. And look up Logo Lab. I'm going to open up that Logo Lab website again. This page right here is this index.html right there. So, and inside this folder should be my index.html that I want to upload. Now let me see something here. So let me, one thing about this, let's see. Okay, so here I have my site window. I want to see the HTML and the site window at the same time. So what I'm going to do here is just I'm going to go to File and save this HTML from Dreamweaver. I'm going to go to File, Save As. Find this local folder that's here. So by default, it saves it to Documents. And there should be a folder in here called Unnamed Site 2. I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to save this as index.html. And give it a few seconds. So if I open up this folder now, I have index.html. Now in this folder here, if I double click on this right here, give it a few seconds, what I'm going to do is just open up the index.html that's already on Ultra Vista so you can see it. I'm going to hit yes. I don't want to overwrite. So let's see. I'm going to hit compare actually. Let's hit yes. Is it going to let me? Okay. So see, I just opened this. I opened up the file in Dreamweaver from Ultra Vista. So see that? So this is the file that's on Ultra Vista's site already. This is like the default landing page that you get. There's the code, but I want to override it with the page that I just created. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to open up. And I think I overwrote it. So I'm just gonna, Oh, go ahead. I'm just gonna recreate it real quick. So it was just like a header. Do you guys follow what I'm doing? This page right here would be your page from brackets, though, if you're coming from brackets. So now it says Logo Lab. I'm gonna go to File. I'm gonna go to Save As. I'm gonna save it as index.html. It's gonna override what I just had there. Okay, so here I have index.html for Logo Lab. I'm just gonna drag this and I'm gonna drop it, and it should let me. Drop it, and I'm going to say yes, and then it's going to spin, and then it says file activity complete. So now when I go to my web page here for Alta Vista, if I refresh it, now it says Logo Lab. So if you go to logolab.altavista.org, yeah, I'll send this to you in chat. If you look at this, now you are able to access that web page I just created on the World Wide Web. So logolab.altavista.org is now officially live.
Like right now?
Yeah, like right now. Yep. So where's my chat window?
Now, I have a question about the images that we're uploading. I used to do clip licensing, and how is it like the image, the photograph of Robert Rauschenberg that I have the rights in terms of who shot the image and all of that. But once we upload that, aren't we liable for that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I mean, you know, when you're putting a website up on the web, yeah, you want to be careful. So for the final assignment, it's going to be a gallery, and for this next assignment, it's going to be a fictitious startup that I want you to make up. We're going to create a landing page. So you don't have to upload your gallery. So like I was telling Wen, just take a screenshot of the gallery page and send it to me. That's how you're going to send the gallery. For your next two assignments, though, this next assignment and your final, I am going to have you use Alta Vista to upload this. So in this circumstance, with the next two projects, there shouldn't be any copyrighted information you're using for the project, so you shouldn't have to worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you guys go into your chat and click on logolab.com, you see what I just created there, right? So go to this URL and you'll see logo.
I see it on mine.
Yeah, so that's the process. So I'll have this separate, this part of the video separate, but I also have a document that goes through this step by step. And sorry about that. There's a picture of something from Saturday Night Live. So I'll send everybody this document that goes through the procedure step by step again. So just follow these steps and you'll be able to do the same thing that I did. So first sign up for Alta Vista by going to altavista.org. Make sure you click on hosting. Hit start now and make sure you have hosting plan selected, and then hit go on for the next step. Create your address for the site, so you're going to make up a name. Here I don't use Facebook, I just hit edit. And then you put in your email, and then Alta Vista gives you a temporary password, so the email you get back will look like this, and you'll have the name that you picked and the password. Now this window is a little bit different. I think when you now click on this link, it bypasses this window and it goes straight to this window. So you might not see this window here. I think they changed it a little bit. But then you click on FTP and all your FTP information will be here. So this is when you can now go into Dreamweaver, click on Dreamweaver. This is an older version, so it's going to be a little different, but this process is the same. You go to your site window, you add this, you give it a name, and then you create a server for that site. Hit the plus sign, and then you can create your server name, and then you add all the information that UltraVista gave you for the FTP site. And here it's literally showing you with the red arrows what you grabbed from what UltraVista gave you, and you put it inside this server dialog window in Dreamweaver. Then you test it, you hit the little test button, you test it to make sure it worked. It should work. And then in the files window, you'll see your local files on one side, and then if you click let me see. Yeah, if you click this icon all the way to the right, it will divide your window up into two sections, local files and files on server. And then you drag these files here to the server file. You just got to make sure that the server is turned on. There's like a symbol in Dreamweaver. It looks like a plug plugging into another plug. That has to be turned on to actually turn on the server side in the UltraVista server. But once you have that, you drag your files over, and then you wait, and then it should be connected. So these are the steps. So I'll send you this document. So if you follow these steps, you should be good.